Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Miss M back for another video, and in today's lesson we're going to be doing problem and solution. Let's read our learning target. I can identify the problem and solution in a text by asking questions and looking for signal words. So today's lesson is problem and solution, and I think it's important if we talk about how this fits into what we've already been learning. We know that authors write with a purpose or reason in mind, and we call that the author's purpose. Once they have this in their minds, they have to think of how they want their story or text to look. Authors must also decide the text structure of their writing. I want you to take a moment to pause this video and think of or write down one or two synonyms for the word structure. Okay, welcome back. I hope you paused the video and actually thought about it. Let's look at this author I have here on the side. He's thinking, how do I want to organize my story? One way that we can think of text structure is how the story or text is organized, right? Some of the synonyms that came to my mind are shape, layout, and order. I was thinking of how when we play with Play-Doh or clay, we can form it into different shapes. We can break it apart to be smaller or bigger. We can combine different colors like we see in this one, and it can make that cool design. We can also take them apart and order them by color or by size. I was also thinking about building blocks and how we can arrange them to make really interesting structures like this one. But all structures, they have one big thing in common. It's that they're organized. And when it comes to a text, when there's a good structure in the text, it's organized and clear to understand. Now, this is important to authors because this is how they accomplish their purpose. Now, there are different ways an author can structure their text. One of those ways is to include a problem and solution. That's the one we're talking about today. So, the author might bring up a problem. That's something that goes wrong or causes some kind of trouble, and this needs to be fixed. The author tells the reader how the problem is fixed. That's called a solution. Now, these go hand in hand. They are like two puzzle pieces that will always fit together. If there is a problem, always look for the solution in the text as well. So, next, let's see how to identify the problem and solution in a text. Our first strategy is guiding questions, right? So whenever you see an assignment, you should think to yourself, what is it asking me to find? And in this case, you know that you're going to be looking for the problem and solution. So you should be thinking of some questions while you read or while you listen to a read aloud that will help you find the problem and solution. I have some questions written out here. So these are possible ones. If you have others in mind, you can also do those. But these include, what is the problem, or what went wrong, or what's the challenge, right? The second one I have here is, why is this a problem? This one really gets you thinking about the characters. Why is it a problem for your character? Next, what is being done to solve the problem? Are there actions being taken to find a solution? And fourth here, how was the problem solved, or how did the situation get better? The next strategy we have here is signal words. While you read, you'll see words that help you identify the problem and the solution. These are some of the choices. You might see other words, but if you see these, you probably have the problem and solution. So for problem, we have problem, trouble, puzzle, question, dilemma, challenge. And for solution, I have solution, decide, answer, as a result, this led to. If you see any of these words, read the sentence and see if it fits. See if that means that you found either the problem or solution. So let's try this out together. I have here a short passage. I want you to take a moment to pause it, read through it, and if you have something handy to write on, you can write on, and if not, that's okay too. So pause and read. Okay, welcome back. Let's read it together, and while I read, I'm going to highlight things that stick out to me. Mila really wants to make time to watch her favorite TV show today. So I see Mila is our character, right? I'm gonna circle it. She opens up her planner and sees she has a book report to write for class tomorrow. She has a page of math to do and plans to hang out with some friends in 3 hours. She's questioning if she has enough time left in the day to do everything and watch her show. Now, questioning, that word sticks out to me. I'm gonna underline it as well. Mila decides to ask her friends to come to her home to introduce them to her favorite show. And in the time until then, she would focus on her work. Reading the sentence one more time, I see the word decides. It also sticks out to me. Now, I'm going to go back over this text again to see if I find anything else. Mila really wants to make time to watch her favorite TV show today. So this is really important for her today. She wants to watch her favorite TV show. But it sounds like she opens her planner and she has too many things to do, right? She has a book report to write, she has a page of math to do, and she made plans to hang out with some friends. These are all challenges that come in her way that keep her from doing what she really wants, to watch her TV show. And then she decides to ask her friends to come to her home to introduce them to her favorite show. Decides makes me think of the solution that comes to her mind when she's trying to fix her problem. Now that we have our problem and solution in mind, I can write it down into my retell summary. Now, when you're doing your assignment, make sure that you do these strategies, or try to do these strategies as well. They're really helpful. And when you encounter an assignment, it's really useful to ask yourself questions and keep track of signal words, because it makes the story or text more memorable. It helps you understand what you are reading. So, thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Bye!